Arteries are the blood vessels that transport oxygenated blood from the heart to the rest of the body. As you know, our bodies rely on oxygen for survival, which means that our arteries serve a pretty important purpose. But sometimes our diet and lifestyle choices can cause arteries to become clogged, which increases the likelihood of a heart attack or stroke. This is a term that is referred to as atherosclerosis, and it often goes unnoticed until symptoms such as chest pain start to arise. There are definitely some foods that many of us eat that can increase the chance of a blockage. With that said, there are also certain foods that work to cleanse your arteries and keep them open. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about in this video. Be sure to watch until the end because there is one food that always seems to surprise someone. The first food that we need to talk about is flaxseed. Flax seeds are one of the most popular superfoods because they offer several health benefits for the human body. They are great for your arteries, because their components work to decrease cholesterol levels, which can lower blood pressure and decrease the risk of a blood clot. Green tea. Green tea is another superfood that can be beneficial for your arteries. Studies found that those who drink green tea regularly tend to have a healthier cardiovascular system than those who don't. Green tea is packed with polyphenols which researchers believe to offer multiple health benefits, of course, including your heart and blood vessels. One study found that those who drink green tea were 20% less likely to experience heart disease or have a stroke. They were also 22% less likely to pass away from these heart-related conditions. Next, we need to talk about walnuts. Generally, whenever you eat a meal that is high in fat content, it puts your arteries in a state of shock. Over time, this causes them to stiffen and become hardened. One study found that if you eat walnuts along with a meal that is high in fat, it results in effects that are much less severe. You should try to limit saturated fat consumption. However, you can consider adding walnuts to your diet in order to lessen some of the negative effects. Another healthy food to consider is beets. Beets are known to be high in nitrates. When you eat beets, your body transforms their properties into nitric oxide. This is a molecule that performs a number of important roles in the body. When blood vessels become inflamed, it can cause a decrease in the amount of nitric oxide that your body produces. Eating foods that are loaded with dietary nitrates, like beets, can cancel these negative effects that are caused by inflammation. In fact, research found a link between consuming nitrates and a lower risk of dying from heart problems. The next food that can offer benefits for your arteries is fish. That is because it is loaded with omega-3 fats which work to decrease the embodiment of cellular traction. This means that they can decrease the buildup of plaque that occurs in the arteries. And when you decrease plaque buildup, it also lowers your risk of other heart-related problems. Next up we have beans. Beans are rich in fiber, and are known for being a heart-healthy food. Like other foods that we've mentioned, beans also work to decrease plaque buildup. Several studies have shown that eating beans can decrease the amount of bad cholesterol in the body. Not to mention, they have been also shown to lower blood pressure levels. Moving right along, another healthy one is citrus fruits. Not only are citrus fruits very tasty, but it also contains vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that may provide benefits for the cardiovascular system as well. One of the primary components that I need to mention is flavonoids, because they work to decrease inflammation and free radicals in the blood. They help decrease plaque buildup while lowering cholesterol, therefore eating citrus fruits is linked to a lower risk of stroke and other heart problems. Next up is turmeric. Turmeric is the bright yellow spice that is often found in Indian cuisine. It wasn't until recently that medical experts discovered its positive health benefits. It contains antioxidants that work to prevent fatty deposits from developing in the arteries. It contains anti-inflammatory properties as well that work to prevent the arteries from hardening over time. Another spice that can provide a boost to your cardiovascular system is cinnamon. It contains antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that are responsible for improving cholesterol and blood pressure levels. A study found that eating 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon per day can decrease your blood sugar, triglycerides, and LDL cholesterol levels. Another healthy food that we need to talk about is oats. Oats contain antioxidants that inhibit inflammatory proteins, which can lower LDL cholesterol level and prevent atherosclerosis. Also note that oats are packed with fiber, which also offer many other health benefits. Studies found that most Americans do not get enough fiber in their diets. Fiber is important because it can help decrease the risk of developing diabetes, stroke, heart disease, and cancer. So do your cardiovascular system a favor, and try to add more oats and fiber in your diet. If you are enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Now that we have covered some of the foods that can be beneficial for your arteries, let's look at some of the foods that you should avoid if you want to improve the health of your cardiovascular system. Generally, we should always try to avoid foods that are high in cholesterol, because it combines with fat, calcium, and other substances in the blood to form plaque, which can cause blockages in the arteries. Also, try to avoid foods that are high in saturated fat and trans fat, because they are also culprits when it comes to plaque buildup in the arteries. It's unfortunate because many of the tasty foods that we enjoy contain these components that are bad for the cardiovascular system. But when it comes to improving our overall health, I think it's a sacrifice that we have to make. Here are some examples of the type of foods we should generally try to avoid. Meats with a lot of fat. High-fat cheese. Butter. Egg yolks. Whole milk and cream. Processed meats. Fried foods. Ice cream. Soda. Baked goods. Foods with a lot of salt. Foods that are high in sugar. Any foods that is high in cholesterol, saturated fat, and trans fat will likely have a negative effect on your entire cardiovascular system. Instead, you can opt for the healthier options that we talked about earlier in this video. Please keep in mind that while all these foods and juices may work as a supplement treatment, you should not stop taking any prescribed medication without checking with your doctor. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.